What's up, everybody? I'm the Yellow Ranger, and on this episode of What the Fuck, we're going to be talking about Vertus Hardiman. At age 5, Vertus and 9 other African American children in Laos Station, Indiana, were subject to a new medical treatment for a scalp ringworm. The process involved direct radiation exposure to their heads. Parents were told that this was a safe treatment and it was free, and they never informed the parents that their kids would be used in experiments. The radiation destroyed tissue and bone in Virtue's skull. This left him with a severe cranial deformity. It was essentially a hole in his head covered by only a thin layer of skin. He lived with constant pain but kept it a secret for decades, always wearing hats or wigs to cover the wound on his head. Despite his condition, he lived a quiet, productive life. He worked in the industry and was a kind spirited man. In his later years, he finally shared his story in a documentary on YouTube called Hole in the Head, A Life Revealed. If you get a chance, check that out. He passed away in 2007, having lived with the effects of an experiment for over 80 years. Vertus Hardiman case became one of the most shocking revelations of unethical U.S. medical experiences on African Americans, alongside what is widely known as the Tuskegee syphilis study. His suffering symbolized the betrayal of trust by institutions that exploited vulnerable populations in the name of science. Today, his story is taught in discussions of bioethics, racism in medicine, and the importance of informed consent. Vertus Hardiman is remembered as a man who lived with a literal hole in his head for decades, a living reminder of how medical racism and secrecy cause lifelong harm. What are your thoughts on Virtue's story and being in African Americans being exploited for medical research and not being told? Like, what are your thoughts on him having to live with pain and hide this for his entire life? Like I said, if you get a chance, check out that documentary. Let me know who I should do next. Peace.